Colonel Muammar Gaddafi has warned that his people will fight back if world powers try to enforce a no-fly zone over the country's skies. Gaddafi told Turkey's TRT channel that the West only wanted to take action so it could seize control of Libyan oil. He also claimed that if he stepped down, it would leave a power vacuum to be filled by Al-Qaeda. We are the ones preventing Al-Qaeda from taking control, he said. They would drag the whole region into chaos. Earlier on Wednesday, Gaddafi made this address on state television. He repeated his accusations that Al-Qaeda were the ones fomenting the violence inside Libya. As many as 6,000 people are estimated to have died since the unrest erupted in mid-February.
Well, today I went to Salah Eddin, that's to the base of the feared Khamis 32nd Brigade, where at least 50 people were killed on Tuesday night. As we arrived, it's clear the tensions were still running high there, a warning some viewers may find some of the images disturbing.
Approaching the vast gates of Khamis base in South Tripoli. Moments later, chaos, fear, terror. As first a few, then up to 9 African men shot into a gatehouse, arrested by anti-Gaddafi forces.
These are Gaddafi fighters. Gaddafi fighters.
They're terrified, sweating, praying, some are crying. They're convinced they're going to be shot. They keep whispering to us, stay here with us. Stay here, please. Celebratory gunfire increases their terror. That's good. That's good.
Now on the western side of Tripoli, the western edge of Tripoli, a really desolate place. This is an old harbour you can see behind me, and it's turned into a camp for migrant workers that have nowhere to go. They're living underneath these boats. Let me show you over here, Darren. You can see this is people's homes. You can see the sheets and the towels they put up there on the side of the boat. Well, they're living under these places. People from African countries that came here to work in Libya, like these gentlemen here. Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Nigeria.
From Nigeria? What about you, sir?
From Nigeria.
From Nigeria. These two gentlemen from Nigeria, but there's a large group of countries, nationals here, that are stuck here. And they fear leaving this camp because they say that if they go outside, they fear that they'll be arrested, accused of being mercenaries. They say there are other people from this camp who've actually done that. They've left the camp, went outside to try and find food, try and find water, and they were arrested. A very difficult life for these people, highlighting, I think, the problems for African workers who came here to Libya. Can we have a chat with you, madam? Can you tell us what is the conditions like in this camp?
Recently now, the recent problem now in this camp is we are not safe. Because yesterday night we saw some Libyans, 5 of them, they came with some healers, then they were moving from tent to tent, bringing out their knives and guns that they want to rape our girls. So the Nigerian and other nationalities here, they had to gather and they drove them away. So now there is nothing like that.
So they say they want to rape the women who are living in this camp.
Yes.
As a woman, one of the women here, it must be terrifying.
Very, very terrifying. Very.
Fighting rages in downtown Misrata. Many residents have fled from the tank and artillery shells raining down on their neighborhoods. But they have nowhere to run. The opposition-held city of Misrata is encircled by pro-Gaddafi troops. Masoud al-Masoudi says he barely managed to get his family out of the city center to get to the school on the outskirts. All the houses next to ours were knocked down in the fighting, he says. People were killed in the houses right next to ours, including women and children. Constant barrages of artillery, tank, and mortar fire have clearly traumatized, especially the children. And as urban combat destroys more and more of downtown Misrata, many foreigners who came here to work during better times are now stranded. Some were hoping to leave via Misrata port, but they can't get out, so they've ended up here, at a makeshift refugee camp near the port. It was set up when the fighting started, and now stretches for several miles.
All along the road leading to Misrata port, you find thousands of refugees, most of them from African countries, and they're stuck here, they're stranded here. They can't get anywhere. The worst thing about it is, first of all the refugee camps are makeshift. They have basically no food, no water that they're getting from the international community. What they're getting from the people of Misrata. And they're right in the middle of the combat zone. They gave us this piece of shrapnel. They say artillery shells fell right near the area where the refugees are.
Ibrahim Prince Mohammed from Ghana says he and many others have been staying under the tarpaulins for more than a month, feel abandoned by their governments.
Want to go to Ghana simply because anybody will not be comfortable when he hears gunshot and shouting all over the city that people are dying. We are not comfortable. We want to leave. So we need help from UN.
One week ago, one doctor who I know, he's from Benghazi, he's teaching in the medical school, he escaped from there. Because they said they're taking him to kill him. If you are not with them, they kill you. Now everybody will say yes. Everybody is saying yes. Because they kill you. So it's not a joke. They have no mercy. They have their own police, they have their own court. The same thing happens in Israel. You don't have it in Israel. You have a checkpoint. They have a list. If you are on this list, they take you and then ready to kill you. And they kill people and burn them in Israel. So they have their own courts. That's why you have to do this and that, or you be killed. And they are armed and violent. Wait and see the next 2 days what will happen in the eastern part of it. You see the millions, they're happy for their liberation from the dark force.
So as you see, what Gaddafi predicted was right.